The perfect Kia Soul. We combine the best bits from every trim level. We build a one-of-one Soul, at least on paper. Kia offers no less than 6 trims in the Soul lineup, most with their own unique exterior styling themes, and some are bolder than others. After recent browsing of all the variations on Kia's build site, spanning the entry-level LX, S, GT line, X line, X, and GT Turbo, I started daydreaming about swiping bits and pieces from the other 5 trims in an attempt to achieve a custom look for the mid-range, straight-shooter Soul X. Even though I rather like the styling of the Soul X, and have even suggested it sort of looks like a mini Range Rover, it's still fun to imagine the Soul I could mold by combining parts from other trims. This is where the mind wanders when there are so few complaints about the Soul, which remains one of our top-ranked subcompact SUVs despite not offering all-wheel drive. Our long-term X rides on upgraded 18-inch wheels with low-profile tires. The X comes standard with 17-inch wheels. The short sidewalls have an adverse effect on ride comfort and cabin noise, so I'd happily switch to the 16-inch wheels available on the Soul S. Not only would the taller sidewall likely provide a more compliant, quieter ride, but I also prefer the styling and finish of the 16-inch wheel. From the off-road Y Soul X line trim I'd snatch the tough-looking, aggressive body cladding on the lower part of the doors, fenders, and rocker panels. None of these additions alter the Soul's ability to go off-road, they immediately up its curb appeal. Additionally, I'd borrow the X-Line's silver roof rails, which spruce up the vehicle's crown. I'd also like to alter the X's side mirrors by swapping to the silver-capped mirrors from X-Line and merging them with the LED turn signal indicators from the Soul Turbo model. For a brief moment I also considered adding the big, bold hot stamping grille and unique front fascia from the GT line Soul. Ultimately, though, I decided that I prefer the X's grille as is, the GT line grille is just a bit too assertive. Last, to add some driving joy to the above aesthetic changes, I'd swap out the X's continuously variable automatic transmission, CVT, for the 6-speed manual that comes standard in the basic Soul LX. I take no issue with the X's transmission, and I think it's rather good for a CVT, but the idea of shifting my own gears in my custom one-off Soul sounds like fun. The Kia Soul handles better than you think. Want to build your own Soul, at least within the boundaries of what Kia offers? Check out its online configurator and go to town. Although its cube-like shape suggests otherwise, the Kia Soul X has better handling than we expected, making it more fun to drive than one might assume. Credit the good handling to a properly tuned chassis and competent steering, the combination of which gives the Soul the sort of body control that encourages more precise lane changes, quicker on-ramp speeds, and the occasional jaunt down a favorite wiggly road. It won't be confused for a hot hatch, but the Soul X offers a connectedness and composedness that is mostly absent among its competitors, such as the Nissan Kicks, Toyota CHR, and Hyundai Venue. This fact didn't escape our judges at last year's Car of the Year, many of whom applauded the Soul's handling. Car of the Year guest judge Chris Theodore said, "It has deceptively good handling abilities, perhaps masked by the high seating position, which accentuates body roll." Ed Law noted that it is surprising how much speed it will carry through turns with absolute calm and no stress. The Soul's handling prowess was also called out in our recent comparison test with 3 aforementioned opponents, in which its superior driving dynamics contributed to a first-place finish. During that comparison, Motor Trend contributor Derek Powell said, "The Soul has astonishing ride quality that belies its price point. The steering, in particular, is fantastic." It's fair to say that the Soul offers a reassuring level of driving performance when pushed, which, for the most part, just isn't found in similar vehicles. At speed, the steering is weighted nicely and is nimble and direct, helping point the vehicle exactly where